I think I had a little anxiety just trying to state my case and get it over with. The neighbor's dog was actually attached to a prosthetic line, giving the dog a free roaming range of the common areas. The dog was unattended. Their dog just came around the corner and just attacked Star.
CCR was started in 1979 as a small grassroots storefront operation in uptown Chicago. It was created to help people who were involved in disputes, who could not afford court or who didn't have the time and who were overwhelmed by the court process.
The Center for Conflict Resolution provides free mediation services to people throughout the Chicagoland area. We help people who are having a conflict resolve their conflict in a way that works out well for both of them.
I think mediation is a better, faster, quicker way to do things. And even if the case doesn't settle, it sorts things out and it moves it to trial quicker.
Basically, the center allowed us to kind of deflate our difference. We were able to hear both each other's sides, and how we felt about what happened. So just being able to sit and talk about it face to face, it just allowed us to be able to kind of resolve the conflict, because the conflict was there and it was escalating. It was escalating.
And then they have this great exchange, which isn't pretty. I mean, sometimes it's emotional and there's tears and there's yelling. But after they've talked things through, they feel relieved and they feel almost excited that their problem is almost over.
Afterwards, if they have come with a solution, that's when I sit down and I write it for them in their words, however they like it written. My job is really just to serve as a neutral facilitator.
Even if they don't come to an agreement, the issues are narrowed down, people know what's on their side, what isn't on their side. It helps tremendously with our caseload. It's advanced a few steps. They don't have to go back to square one because they moved from square one. So it saves them time, so it saves the court time.
It's a great alternative to litigation, and people don't know about it. If they did, they would use it.
I was upset. I wanted to pursue her. I wanted her to pay. We couldn't discuss this prior to. So I was angry about that because I thought two adults should have been able to come together and talk about the situation as opposed to actually going to stand up in front of a judge. Center for Conflict Resolution gave us that opportunity.
I think our court system should continue to have mediation because of the fact that they do a very important job. When they come back from mediation, the point that I have to determine is pretty well centered before me, and so are the people that are suing.
I think it's very empowering in many situations where someone feels that they're the victim, that they're able to confront that person who has done them wrong. It really contributes to keeping the peace in the neighborhood and in the community.
For me, that's the most important part, is community and society. In my heart, deep down in my gut, I really do believe it can represent real change.
When people are involved in disputes, it affects them in so many ways, not just emotionally, but it affects their family, it affects their relationships, it affects their jobs. And helping people learn the tools to resolve future disputes would really make huge impacts in so many people's lives.
Many times mediation does work. I'm a strong advocate of mediation. I think it's great.
My decision as far as pursuing her financially changed. To be able to be at peace with my neighbor became a greater importance to me. And that was my main objective. We didn't have to be buddy-buddy, but I just wanted to be able to go out of my house and not tense up. I did not want that.
They always say after I explain what we do, I didn't know that there was something like this out there. Man, I wish I had just known about this earlier, and then maybe I wouldn't be here.
This is an opportunity to really be a part of change that really matters. Change in the way that we see communities deal with police departments, school departments. It's here that it starts. And with the continued support, the continued funding that's necessary, we can continue to grow out this message and make it happen.